Hey, Dead Gaming TV here, and this time I want to talk a bit about Lemuria, Lost Continent, the game. This is a mobile game made by the company D Gamer Studio in Uruguay, which started in 2017 developing different games. This is the first of their games that I've played because I'm a big fan of Mu Online, the original, ever since it came out. And well, what they aimed for was to make the Mu Online that we all know and love, at least the players who came from the online version, the PC version, and to gain some new people that just love to play mobile games, mobile RPG games with this style. So they started, or the game came out on January 18th of 2020 and has been developing ever since. I've been playing it for almost a month and a half, and as you can see, I still haven't reached the level cap because I wasn't always actively doing events. I mean, you can do that because why not? You need juice anyway to buy gear and whatnot. So, um, the thing I want to talk about is um, how the game has been developing ever since it came out. They had all classes from the Mo Online PC game, the original three: the Dark Knight, the Dark Wizard, and the Elf. Then, of course, the one that came after in the original, the Magic Gladiator, the Dark Lord, which came after the Magic Gladiator, the Summoner, who came as a third new class, after which came the Rage Fighter, and then came the Growl Lancer. The last class that came out on the PC version was the Rune Wizard, which is also included in here. What I can say about that is that, well, since not everything is up to date, I mean, you have all the classes, but all the new classes on the PC version came with new mechanics, which were implemented in the game, so that these new classes can gain something from it. For example, a Grow Lancer can be very elemental based, and you don't have elemental damage in Lemuria, the Lost Continent. This will be implemented later on because the devs are still working on these updates, and like I said, they're constantly updating the game, which is very good. The last update that came out yesterday was a big one. The Room Wizards were finally gonna get some upgrades, some not only visual upgrades but also skill upgrades. The SD points of everybody has been heavily reduced so that you can do normal PvP now and don't have like 30k SD and then fight for 20 minutes and hope that the other guy dies and runs out of potions or whatnot. New maps were supposed to be added. Uh, Agility stat, or so to say speed stat from agility. But so far the new update is a bit of a disappointment, at least in my own opinion, because before this update came out, I think 2 weeks ago, they made the PC version of the app, or the PC client, so that you can run the game on your computer with well, higher resolution, whatnot. It's a whole different experience to the mobile experience, which was originally aimed at. So I haven't been playing the PC version because I don't want to play a Mu Online on my computer, else I would play the original Mu Online on my computer. I prefer to play the mobile one. And I liked it, I still like it, but this update wasn't quite finished when they brought it up or they tried to implement it in the game meta. As for the moment, I had made an agility char right before this update came. I didn't know that it's gonna be so soon. When I logged him in, all his stats weren't showing. I knew that the agility buff or agility gains were active because of how he acted fighting monsters. Before that, he received damage, although he had so many points in agility. Now he only gets missed, which is normal for such a char, and that is good. But like I said, still some bugs are up. For example, for the Soul Master on the mobile version of the game, you cannot use the teleport skill. If you try to use it, it either freezes and then suddenly after you moved 5 seconds later it teleports to the exact same spot you moved onto, or it doesn't work at all. On the PC client version, I tried it a few minutes ago. It works just like on the original Mo Online. You teleport, you have the delay, and then you reappear somewhere else. So it's strange for me that a company that started making a mobile game concentrated on making a new update for it to work more on the PC client than on the actual mobile client, which is probably a big disappointment for most people. The other thing that the new update kind of bugged, if you can say that, is the events. Devil Square, Blood Castle, Chaos Castle. Blood Castle, okay, you go in, you fight the mobs. I mean, it's okay. Even though we now have the 3-time experience event for a week to celebrate the new update, which isn't completely done, as I said. It's it's kind of a waste. I mean, you do get a few million experience points in the time that you're in, but I think the scaling is a bit wrong. But that's my opinion. Devil Square, you can see the bugs more clearly there because normally when you go in, if it's a party or solo, whatever, when you press the auto combat that you set up for your character, he kills the mobs that are around you, starts roaming, and well, if you play it manually, you probably will do a third more experience gain than if you only play it automatically. But now your character freezes, there are no mobs respawning around him. You have to manually go and check every corner because every single mob on the map is in one of the 4 corners of the map. Then kill all those mobs and then wait a long time for them to respawn. I mean, I let my character be on auto for a few minutes and he basically spent several minutes standing on a spot with no respawn around him, although I set the max range of 8 and gained 0 experience points in this time. This is not good, this has to be fixed. The other thing is, although it was advertised that the new maps will be open now after the long downtime the day before, the portals are still closed. I mean, for people who played the game and know where the portals are, you go check there, you see that there should be a portal there. There should have been a portal there before. It was closed, and it still is. So you cannot go to the higher maps, although the level cap has been now raised to 1000. So basically we have a level cap of 1000 now, and the highest map, so to speak, that you can go to is either um, Canturo 3, or you can go to Racleon and go to the end where the brown or black mobs are, to gain more experience with the party or solo, whatever. The new boss also in Acheron has been released for testing, I think, on server 6 every hour. And like in the PC game version, he drops stacks of jewels. So yeah, I hope it won't be every hour when the update is completed, because if you can go like on the other bosses and do a personal boss in Acheron and get stacks of jewels, then this will probably destroy the economy, because the economy is now run on items for which you have to do several events, farm several events in order to be able to buy them. So if you can kill a boss 5 times in a day and then get the best item in the game because you drop so many jewels, I mean, you kind of lose the aim of the game. I mean, Mu Online has always been a grinding game, where you grind your levels, where you grind your jewels, your gear, everything. So taking that away from players is kind of taking away the fun of the game. Again, this is my personal opinion. If someone else has another opinion, feel free to share it and comment on that. That's what I've seen from this update in the time that it has been out. I haven't seen any rune wizards since the update to see if their damage has scaled in some way. I don't have one myself, so I cannot check it, but it should be better, because I tried a low rune wizard a few weeks back and I deleted it because he started overusing mana in Lost Tower 3, which with the starter buffs you get on here, which have decreased also over time. When I started there were far more of them, now it's like half of it. I mean, I don't mind. Starter buffs are a good thing, they help you get to level 400 quick, so you can do your masters, which are more important. That is good, but yeah, I mean, over a month time, then such a big change is also a bit strange. Anyhow, that's my opinion on the game, on the update. I mean, so many people left over the past few weeks. I think it's because they were very restricted in the builds of characters they could play. I mean, the game is developing all the time, so you can soon play everything you want to. Like now, agility builds are open for play sometime soon, maybe, or in a month or 2 months. You can also uh, play a character that's elemental concentrated, but we'll see. I mean, the game is steadily developing. The company is aiming to make it like the original computer version, it seems. So we'll see how it goes. So if you have an opinion about it, leave a comment below, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like the video, and subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.